28th of September, Rabbi Furst, Mishnah Berura.
Good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst. Yeah, good morning.
Rabbi
again,
Furst, I'm going to have to excuse myself. My wife told me I have an appointment now. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's luck. I hope to see you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Hatzlacha Rabba, Mayor.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lou.
Okay. All right. So I guess that's just you and I right now then. All right.
Just us chickens. We're in Vav, right?
Yes, we'll start Hilchos Rosh Yom Kippur. Yeah, I'll direct you where we're going. In the
Okay.
meantime, yeah. Let me focus on that in a minute. Okay, I wanted to ask you, since it's just us also, you had a chance to look on those things I sent you about that group in Madagascar a few weeks ago?
I did. I sent you an email. I was wondering why you didn't respond. You didn't get it?
I don't remember getting it. Maybe I overlooked it. Maybe it got lost in the, maybe it's there in my mailbox. I didn't know. So I'll take a look.
Okay, yeah, take a look. If not, I'll send it again. I said that we're very positive about it. We want to participate, both in the book and in the Madagascar. In the book, I sent you the wording for a dedication page.
Oh, okay.
So we want to get a dedication page, and we want to print 20 books. So we want to give an extra $100 for printing the 20 books.
Oh, wonderful. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very good. Okay.
Pleasure. And then, the Madagascar looked, boy, those poor people. It really looks like there's a need there. And I really like your idea of, trying to get them, into a profession.
Yeah, that's
telemarket or whatever.
Yeah, what I'm trying to, I think that would be a very big, very big thing for them, because the standard of living is so low there, and the wage scales are so low that anything we would do to even make a minimal improvement would, in our way of looking at things, would be a tremendous boost for them, and it would really, help their community a lot. So yeah, I'm talking with some other people too. And things haven't started. It's still too early to even have things gel yet. But I'm just working on, with different people, different ideas. Any kind of ideas you have, you can suggest anything, because right now everything's in the formative stages. Which directions we should go, and where we might have the most success.
Well, the other possibility that I thought of was outsourcing.
Right.
They would need some kind of training, but a lot of times when you call for technical support on any kind of software, you get somebody who has a thick accent.
Yes.
And they're not in America. And they, I presume that they have scripts, and they receive training, and they have supervisors, and they have a method for doing it.
Sure.
And probably it's not that hard. I would imagine, you might have like a couple hundred hours of training to get somebody, to be conversant, and then they would have the supervisor and the structure to support them.
Right. So that's exactly what I'm thinking about, something like that. And so from that end, it's very good. And now what I'm trying to do is try and find them business people who may want, have businesses and have this need to outsource, and to try and interest them in them using this as the outsourcing base for them. So, so any people who are in business who might have a need for these things, so we could keep things in mind that, as we get ready to try and help this, what we could do. So
yeah.
Okay.
I do know somebody who works in America, remotely.
Okay,
It's actually not, it's a friend of my wife's. So I'll see if I can inquire of her if this would be something interesting to her company.
fine, very good. But, it'd be good, because again, like you said, without too much training, as long as they have supervising and managerial help above them, so they could probably do the initial work after, a fair amount of basic training.
Right, right.
And,
Now, the other thing I mentioned in the email is give me a way that I can donate the money.
okay,
I
very
can
good.
just transfer it to your bank account, but if you have some kind of a tax exempt way, then I can take it off my taxes more easily for the donation.
Right. I don't particularly have one personally. I've done this thing in the past.
You might want to ask your friend Rabbi, what is his name? The one who does all the fundraising?
Yeah, Rabbi Steinberg.
No, not Rabbi Scheinberg. He substituted for you a few.
Oh, Rabbi Nasser, Rabbi Nasser, Fabian.
Fabian, that's it. Yeah, Rabbi Fabian.
Right.
I give him money each year for Pesach and Purim.
Right.
I write a check to some shul in America.
Right. And that's a good idea. Okay, believe that I'll try and contact him. Fine. Very good. Okay. Good.
And the other thing is, I'm planning on sending you some money for the holidays.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you
See
very
it
much.
come into your account.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, very good. I appreciate that. Very nice.
And
Thank you.
I'll send an email reminding people that the rabbis don't get paid during the holidays.
Yeah, thank you. That's very considerate of you. Appreciate that. It helps things along. Very good. Yeah. How's Yosef doing? Where was he for Rosh Hashanah?
Yosef was here. He didn't go to shul this year. I was a little bit disappointed in that, but he did daven. That's his custom, that he doesn't daven regularly, although he has a shul near him that has been lacking a minyan lately.
Yes.
And he's been going there. So I was very happy about that he's helping them out to be the 10th man.
Very good. Very good.
And so as is his custom, he did the davening, but he did it at home.
Right.
He reads, every word in English and Hebrew. It takes him several hours to go through the Shemona Esrei. So it's a big deal for him. And he did that. So I was kind of a little disappointed in it, but also pleased at the same time. So we're still working on him.
There we go. Okay, look, Be'ez Hashem. It's not. I know it's an ongoing situation, and hopefully with all the efforts that you put in, you're going to see a lot of true fulfillment of your dreams for him, Be'ez Hashem.
I hope so. I mean.
Okay. Fine. I guess we can start. Let's turn to Hilchos Yom Kippur.
Okay, let's see. I'm on Rosh Hashanah. Let's see. Yom Kippur.
You forced you. I think we'll start with Tuf Reish Dalet. Tuf Reish Dalet.
Tuf Reish. Oh, that's where I am. Look at that. Yeah, I see. Hilchos Yom Kippur.
Okay, very good.
All right. So mitzvah le'echol be'erev Yom HaKippurim ulahar bos bisuda. it's a mitzvah to eat on the afternoon before Yom Kippur. And it should be a big meal, a big Suda.
Yeah, you should augment the Suda. It should be a very embellished Suda, like almost like a Yom Tov Suda, Shabbos Suda.
Right. Is it a mitzvah to eat meat at that Suda?
So we'll talk about it. I think the minig is to have chicken because the meat is a little bit heavy for the fast, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Mr. Brewer will speak about that.
Okay.
We'll see in the Mishnah. Actually, let's stop right here with and we'll see Aleph. Let's see the Mr. Brewer to pick this up right away.
Okay, Mishnah Berura. Let's see if I can find Aleph here. Here, Aleph. Mitzvah lechol v'kulei. It's a commandment to eat, etc. Dichsiv ve'i ni sem es naf shoseichem be sish'a la chodesh ba'erev. Okay, let's see what that means. It's written. What is this word? Nisem?
To afflict this, the affliction. You should afflict yourselves.
Affliction. Es nafshosenu yourself. Besish'a. On the 9th.
Yes.
Lachodesh, on the 9th day of the month.
Correct.
In the evening. So that's Yom Kippur is on the 9th day of the month.
That's the 9th is the day before Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is on the 10th. So this is one day before.
So one day before the 10th, you're afflicting yourself?
Yes. So they have to understand what that means. This is a Gemara and Darshan's discussion.
Okay. Haya lo lichtov b'sish'a lachodesh be'erev. Ta'anu es nafshosechem ad erev v'kulei. So it is for him to write lichtov. To write on the 9th of the month in the evening. Tanu is resolutions.
Tanu means like Tanu es nafshosechem. That means Tanu. They should be you should afflict yourselves ad erev.
Afflict yourselves until the evening. Well, what is he writing?
Well, I mean that's the pasuk in the Torah. I mean, it's not the erev.
It's written.
Yeah.
It's written.
It should have written it differently. It should have really written Betisha Lechodesh Be'erev Tasu After Shezon Ad Erev. It's a difference in the way that it's written in the Torah is written in a unique, unusual manner.
I see. Okay, it should have written it a little bit differently.
Right. And because it was written in a strange way or in an unusual way, so the Chazal teaches that the Torah is coming to tell us something extra special here.
I see. Umedichtiv ve'i nisem kule b'sish'a lachodesh mashma sheyis'anu b'sish'a. Okay, So what's it saying here? And it is written to afflict, etc. On this 9th of the month, actually, v'yis'anu b'sish'a, and he, I don't know, yis'anu, I don't know.
Honor is like you should afflict or fast on the 9th. It's the way it's written, it seems to be indicating that you should be fasting on the 9th day of the month.
Right. Uve'emes Yom HaKippurim Eino Ella Ba'asara Lachodesh. And in truth, Yom Kippur is only on the 10th.
Right. So the pasuk is giving us a paradoxical statement over here, meaning we know that the fast has to be on the 10th, but then nevertheless this pasuk seems to be introducing another aspect of fasting which has to be done on the 9th. So therefore, what are we supposed to make of this? So now that's why Chazal in the Gemara, they teach us what this is coming to tell us about.
The Kiblu Hazal de Adarabba mitzvah min haTorah le'echol be'erev Yom Kippur, and the sages accepted upon themselves that, to the contrary, it's a mitzvah from the Torah to eat on Erev Yom Kippur.
Right. That's very good.
Viratza HaKadosh Baruch Hu litain schar be'ad ha'achila ke'ilu his'anu. And it's the will of Hashem to give reward unto those who eat, as if they were fasting, if they were afflicting. She'eno dome mitzvah sheyesh bo tsar. That it's not dome, similar to.
Right. I mean, there's no comparison. There's no
comparison to a mitzvah that comes through sorrow
or distress. Sorrow is more like distress.
Distress. Kamo shene'amar she'amru, as it is stated, lefum tzara agra. According with the difficulty is the reward.
Yes.
How does that mean that? Let's see. Agra is reward.
Yeah. Right. Agra is the reward.
The fum means in accordance to, and tzara is the difficulty.
Yes.
Accordance to the difficulty is the reward. Ilu kasav betet lachodesh tochlu. As if it were written on the 9th of the month, tochlus, to eat.
Right. We shall eat. Right.
As the 9th of the month, you shall eat. Lo haya lanu schar ella kim kayem mitzvah so. There is only for us reward for establishing a mitzvah, fulfilling a mitzvah. Al yidei achila, through the method of eating. V'lachein shina hakasuv v'chasav mitzvas achila bilashon ta'anis. And so we change the writing that is written, that it's a mitzvah to eat with the language of affliction. We change the writing so that when we have the language of affliction, we read it as it's to eat instead of to afflict.
Right. So that's how this is basically a summary of the Gemara. How the Gemara derives the fact that it's a mitzvah to eat on the 9th of Tishrei, the Erev Yom Kippur, and then the fast day is on the day after, on the 10th. That's all in order that the Kadosh Baruch Hu wants to give us an extra bonus of reward for the mitzvahs we're doing by eating. It's usually a mitzvah, just a plain mitzvah, as we learned in Rabbeinu Yonah, to quench the hunger pains and to satiate the goof in terms of its nutrition and satisfy it so it can function properly. And that's a mitzvah in and of itself. But here, Kadosh Baruch Hu is giving us an extra special mitzvah, right? That we have a chance to have many more mitzvahs going into the final judgment of Yom Kippur.
Yeah, nechshav achila zo livnei hakadosh baruch hu ki'ilu haya ta'anis. That it will be. What is nechshav?
It's going to be considered.
It will be considered as though he gives reward. Wait, I skipped a line, I think. It'd be considered like eating. This is considered to be eating before Hashem, as if it was fasting. Kedei litain schar kim kayem mitzvah b'tzar anui. Kedei, in order to give reward for the fulfillment of the mitzvah with difficulty. Anui, I don't know.
Well, anyways, is some type of affliction. With the distress of the affliction. So basically, what this was explaining is as follows: since there's a basic premise that the Fumsara Agra, according to the effort, is the reward. So Kodesh Baruch Hu wanted to give us an extra special opportunity to have many more mitzvahs, especially on Erev Yom Kippur, right? So therefore, he gave us a special mitzvah to eat, right? To eat on Erev Yom Kippur, and this eating, right? This eating is considered to be by Kadosh Baruch Hu a form of affliction, right? So that means that we're not simply getting reward for eating in the basic necessity of eating and maintaining our goof properly, that is a mitzvah in of itself, but we know every time we're eating is as if we're fasting. And since a fast has with it much more distress because of the afflictions of the fast. So the rewards for those mitzvahs of the fast are much greater than any other regular mitzvahs. So here on the 9th of Tishrei, the Erev Yom Kippur, we have an extra special mitzvah of eating, because all eating we're doing it, it's as if we are fasting. It's not as if we were eating, we're saying as if we are fasting. So therefore, the eating that we do is considered to be a mitzvah which is being done under distressful, affliction-ridden circumstances, and therefore we get much more reward for the actual eating that we're doing on Yom Kippur. That's why it's a mitzvah, a special mitzvah in the Torah, mitzvah d'oraisa, to eat on Erev Yom Kippur.
I kind of have trouble with this idea that we're eating as if we were fasting. How do you do that?
Well, because what the Torah, that's why the Chavetz Chaim quoted the Gemara, because the Gemara, based on the psukim seem to indicate that we're supposed to fast on the 9th of Tishrei, but we know that's not true. We're supposed to fast on the 10th of Tishrei.
Right.
So what does it mean when the Torah is indicating that we have to fast? So Chazal understand that to teach us that the eating that we do on Erev Yom Kippur is considered an eating of not of eating, but an eating which is considered to be an eating which is a fasting, right? So because of this warp in halakha, that you have this warp in halakha that's now changed the situation of physical eating into a situation of halakhic fasting. So our eating physically is considered in halakha as if we're fasting. So since fasting is a mitzvah which is done under duress, under difficulty, with distress, so therefore, halakhically speaking, the eating that we do is considered to be as if we're fasting. And for the eating that we are doing on Erev Yom Kippur, we get rewarded for it as if we were fasting, which is much greater than the reward simply than the eating. So
on
yes,
the day before Tisha B'Av, we eat the Suda Mafsechet,
right.
and we're sitting on the floor, and we're not together with other people. So we're doing it in a way that it's kind of an affliction. But on Erev Yom Kippur, we don't do that. We sit down, we have a nice table, and we sit in chairs, and we eat together, we bench together afterwards. So why don't we do it like a Suda Masechet if it's supposed to be that we're eating as if we were fasting?
Right. So the Suda Masechet by Tisha B'Av, that's a form of Avelis, mourning, right?
Right.
That's a form of mourning. So that would be inappropriate on Erev Yom Kippur, because Erev Yom Kippur is like a Yom Tov. Yom Kippur itself is a Yom Tov. We can't eat on this particular Yom Tov, but it's a Yom Tov. Right?
Right.
It's actually a very happy day. It's a very, very special happy day that we do when you get Kippur and we feel in the Kippur. So it's very happy. Therefore, we're not expressing any type of mourning. Nevertheless, the eating that we're supposed to be doing is an eating which is necessary for the fast, number one, and second of all, the added extra mitzvah that we have because of this halakhic change from eating to fasting. We can continue into it. We can go over this a little bit more tomorrow if you like.
Yeah.
Now.
Right.
All right, very good. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you, Lou, for everything. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, Rabbi. Have a good day.
Sure, bye. Hello, Yaakov. How are you? Oh, okay.